Good morning and welcome to Morning Java, brought to you as always by our friends at Get Go Cafe and Market, which I really wish they had here in Sunrise, Florida.
I do. I opened the app just instinctively, and the closest one was actually like Morgantown, West Virginia, and it made me so sad. But
so
happy
we'll
at the
send
same
you
time.
after you order it on the app.
I'll head up for that.
Any topic that we bring up will be more pleasant than the Penguins' lack of scoring of late. You were down here at ice level watching up close. What is it? What's missing?
I don't know. I think there's like a lack of that urgency, and it starts at the top. Sidney Crosby had this kind of weird little incidental contact that was kind of like a slew foot, and he went flying backwards, landed right in front of me, pops up off the ice, gets the puck on his stick, and one times a pass across the ice blindly to where Chris Letang is on the other side of the ice. I'd love to see him just
rip it.
There was nobody between him and Roberto Luongo.
Yeah.
Put a puck on the net.
Yeah, there were a few decisions that were similar in that regard. I can remember a couple that Phil Kessel had, others where shots were bypassed. And then you see on the plus side the benefits of shooting it. Jared McCann makes the great shot, but not the better example is probably Marcus Pettersson. Just grip and rip it.
And like we talked about the other day, it was the traffic in front of the net. You had Jake Gensel in front of the net. And
Rusty was there too.
Rusty was there. And, there were a couple of Panthers there trying to get them out of there. Luongo, I don't think ever had a chance on that shot.
And that's how you get out of scoring slumps. It's not complicated. All right, let's talk about that 5-on-3 power play, okay? You were there when Mike Sullivan was getting critical. I wrote about it in the column.
Pretty critical.
Now, the reason that I want to talk about this on Java is I don't think we see eye to eye on this. You don't like that Sullivan criticized Kessels. The lack of effort is strong. I mean, he's there. He's doing what he's supposed to. It's just not hard enough.
The weird thing to me is, you can look at this as many times as you want in the column. Phil Kessel's on that wing, and he doesn't have a man lined up next to him because of the 5-on-3 situation. Of course you want him to provide that extra man support of the puck.
This is the defenseman Josh Brown from Florida who gets the benefit of the pseudo face-off win that comes back to him.
But the puck starts in Crosby's skates.
Right.
And Hornquist is coming in for support.
Which is what he's supposed to do.
And it's a 2-on-2 matchup. I think what they want really from Kessel there is to find the loose puck. Similar to the way that Sidney Crosby looks for a loose puck around the net.
Go get it.
And from there, he's going to send it back to the point, or he's going to cycle up high and figure it out from there. Because that's what I think the ideal situation is.
Because if we're being fair and you're looking at both sides of the equation, Brown from the Panthers makes a really nice play. I mean, he goes and he basically chips it to himself, goes over to the boards and gets it out before anybody else. So I think Sullivan referred to it as a 50-50 puck. He's referring to it before it gets to Brown.
Yeah, and it's just one of those situations where we talked about this a lot, where you can ask Phil Kessel to move his feet there. It's always better to move your feet than to reach.
Than not, yeah.
But he's a couple of feet from Brown. And it's one of those situations, it's like if I can get my stick on the puck first, where Brown's able to chip it and make out with the puck, if Phil Kessel chips the puck first, you've got Crosby or Hornquist who are already coming through their men, and then they can support the puck.
Yeah, and Sid ties up his guy, which is also
he takes his out of the equation.
What Sid is supposed to do. So the puck's sitting there. Brown's not going to get it because he can't, so go get it. So me and this guy are heading across Alligator Alley to do...
We're leaving these weird
lizards,
big lizards from down here.
Actually,
we're
passing. I don't want to talk about hockey. Just tell these people about these lizards while they're ripping apart the boards down there.
Yeah, I think they're setting up for basketball, but... I
think they're just building barriers for those lizards.
Whoa, the whole thing is coming down.
Whoa.
I don't know. All right.
Okay.
This is a transformer. Anyway, I saw this lizard. This you saw it too. It was the size of a dog.
I saw it for like a split second. This was when we were at a red light, which is basically like just saying that you're breathing in Florida, that you're at a red light. Look off to the right, and he's like, look at that lizard. And this thing is like, it's like this big.
Its mouth, I can't even joke about it. Its mouth was about this big. I did some Googling, I tried to find out what this thing was.
He searched iguana dog.
I searched iguana dog. I searched like hellhound. I didn't know what we were looking at. I thought it was the apocalypse. But somebody in the crowd at this game told me that they think that it was actually just an iguana.
Wait, you brought this up with people in the crowd?
I was talking to people in the crowd about it.
Oh my God.
But they think that it was an iguana because they get so big down here that they actually change their color quite a bit, and they get away from the green iguana, which is local.
I didn't think of
Florida.
iguanas as that fast. This thing was moving.
No, but they say that they get this big, and they look dog-like in size.
This, by the way, if you've never been to Florida, This is why all of the houses and everything have these wire mesh fences around them. It's really unsightly, but it's because they don't want to wake up to iguana dog or this alligator.
Apparently
or
they
whatever
sit
it is.
in the trees, and when it gets cold enough, they just fall out, and then they wait to like thaw out. They don't like die like that. I mean, I guess they could.
When's our flight home?
I think we leave after a little
After
bit more than
Bradenton,
Tampa.
yeah.
Speaking of like just hockey, back to hockey for one quick second. You think it just sucks that we're missing out on all the cool jerseys in the NHL?
Oh, that Tampa shirt. That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, I liked the black ones they wore on this same night that the Penguins played here. Of course, we missed out on the Whalers night out in Carolina. So.
Very nice. Somebody came to the meetup with a really cool Whalers shirt.
Did see
We had a
that.
subscriber meetup here. Well, before they start dropping iguana dogs on us here, thanks for watching.
Hellhounds, apocalypse now.